everyone, my name is Felicia. Welcome to my channel. Liam, say hi! Hi everyone! So in this video, I'm going to show you what type of lime and gypsum I use for the pasteurization before mixing for the mushroom. And also I'm going to go into detail for the quantity I use, because in my previous video about how to prevent trich for mushroom, and then some people are commenting below my video, they seem to be confused about the quantity. So I'm going to go into more detail in this video. And later on, I'm going to do another video for the visuals for the pasteurization, adding like this step, like the lime and gypsum, because visuals always helps, right? So let's get started. So for anyone interested in trying to add like the lime gypsum like to the substrate before mixing, so I advise like don't make the same mistake I did. Make sure you pasteurize and sterilize the lime gypsum, because like in the previous video I shared that when I first started I didn't know, right? So I just add like the powder form of the lime and gypsum, and then directly into the substrate without pasteurization, sterilization. And oh my gosh, like it was like one of the worst mistakes because I had like all types of contamination. So if you don't want to open like a museum contamination, like trick, lipstick mold, like all those like crazy things, make sure you pasteurize and sterilize it. So I'm going to show you what type of lime gypsum I use. You don't have to use the same brand, but I'm just showing you what I use for reference. So this one is the gypsum I use. So it's like for beer brewing and it's food grade. And this one is the food grade line I use. It's also food grade too. And it's also called calcium hydroxide. So basically for the quantity, let's say, for example, so this is the coir I use. So say you have like similar like block like this. Make it easy, say that's like 650 grams. And then you will use 10% lime, meaning, so say that's 650 grams the coir, then you would do 10%, that would be 65 grams lime. So that means you need 65 grams lime to add to 650 grams of coir bricks. And then for gypsum, for that amount, so I will only add like say, so say the container for your growing mushroom is around 62 liter-ish, then I would do like a quarter cup of gypsum for each tub. So then you would just like measure like how many and then multiply by the number of tubs you want to grow mushroom in, and then you will get the quantity you need. So basically for the pasteurized sterilization, so in my experience, so I did both because I had success when I did both. So basically I would pour like the lime powder into a pot and plus the gypsum powder, and I'll add water and I'll boil for around like say 25 to 30 minutes until it's boiling, and then I will add like that like lime gypsum treated water into like my coir like brick where I put my coir in, and then I will let it sit overnight so the coir can absorb all the lime and gypsum treated water, and just let it sit overnight. And then next day I thoroughly mix. And then I do like an extra step like oven pasteurization that I talk about in another video. So a little bit about why like the powder form lime like wouldn't work, because so when I had that failure, I went to talk to like some expert in like the mushroom growing field, and then I was told that like when you use like the lime as a powder form, like not sterilized, not pasteurized, it's going to burn the mycelium, and then if that mycelium is burned, then they're not gonna grow well, right? Then that's why like you're increasing the risk of contamination when the mycelium doesn't grow well. So that's why like for me in my experience, I had like the best results when I do like both the sterilization when I boil in the hot water, and then oven pasteurization afterwards. Because I tried just oven pasteurize without the boiling part, and I still got contamination. So why this works is because like trich apparently, they like acidic pH environment. So adding lime into your substrate increase the pH of your substrate. So this way prevent trich from happening. And gypsum, I added not to like change the pH, but adding gypsum, I find it give me like bigger mushroom. Even for like a smaller type of like mushroom, usually don't grow really big. I have one that's almost like 200 grams with additional gypsum. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing, and comment below the video. Let me know if you also have any success with adding lime gypsum to your substrate. before mixing to prevent trick. Also, like check out like my previous video about how to prevent trick, my game changer tip. I also give like some other great tips about how to reduce your contamination. So like, it will be somewhere on the screen here. And yeah, see you next video. Bye. Leon, say bye. Bye everyone. Much love. And say goodbye to Trick, the green monster, forever.